All right, man. Let's talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown and Chris Jones. It look like he's going to miss the opener versus the Detroit Lions. Very important to what they do in Kansas City, but but Amon-Ra Brown St. Brown says for the most part he will be ready week one. Said he doing great. Said he won't play this week. I mean, the Lions starters really ain't played extended time. I'm not even sure if they played most of this preseason or any of them. Some of them has played. I mean, um, that's one thing I have observed. A lot of them, you know, uh, hadn't played. So, so I say Brown said he's doing great. Won't play this week. Um, he says the Lions wide receiver, my Ross St. Brown, won't play this week, but it doesn't sound like there's much concern about the ankle. He said Amon Ross St. Brown got hurt like a week in practice and did not play against the Jags last Saturday. On Tuesday, head coach Dan Campbell gave a positive update on St. Brown's condition while adding the team had never planned to have Whiteout in the lineup against the Panthers. He's doing great. We weren't going to play him in Carolina, but he's doing great, Campbell said via the team. So St. Brown, it was not the only Lions receiver that got injured last week. Jameson Williams got hurt with the hamstring. His 6-game suspension means he won't be joining St. Brown in lineup to open up the regular season. Um, so sure, it is what it is. Um, but the most concerning thing about it is it's the same ankle that he hurt. Um, it's the same ankle that he hurt last year. So I don't know if it was an option to get surgery on the ankle, whatever. We know the Lions players um, got problems with getting surgeries when they need to get them, and they like to wait for the last resort. And a lot of times people do that because they want to enjoy their summers and stuff of that nature, and they don't want to prolong their off season. And no matter how long the dog days in the summer feel, um, without football and basketball, that's why we call them the dog days. Those guys don't have a lot of time to they don't have a lot of time, to heal up because with many camps, OTAs and certain obligations that they got to have or whatever. So it ain't a lot of time. So that's why a lot of them guys don't be wanting to get surgery, and they be um, they rather rehab and enjoy their summer instead of sitting on the bed and have to heal and go back and forth with doctor's appointments. You know, so 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 we'll see. We'll see. But he should be ready. But I still don't think they've done enough in the receiver department, even with Jameson Williams. I don't think they've done enough um, in the receiver department to feel comfortable with what they got going on. But guess what? That's my opinion. Like everybody out here, everybody got an opinion, right? So let's talk about Chris Jones. All Pro Chris Jones said he willing to extend the Chiefs holdout through week 8. So it says that Chris Jones is up the stakes on his holdout with week 1 of the NFL season on the horizon. Taking to social media, asked the All Pro defensive tackle when he planned to return to Kansas City. He responded with succulently week 8. So said week 8. I mean, the thing is this dude. How old is this guy? Um, 29, I believe. Yep. So 29. I don't know when he be 30 because it don't say on Wikipedia. But I mean, shit, to each his own. If you're in a position to miss those checks, so be it. Uh, they don't want to pay him. I mean, he's the second best player on the team, arguably. I think he's more important than the tight end. No offense to Travis Kelsey, but I think he is what he do in the middle of that defense. And remember, Emmett Smith held out, and the Cowboys started losing games, and Jerry came around and paid him. I believe they went on to win the Super Bowl. But he won't be there week. Only like he gonna be there week one for the Detroit Lions. That's huge. I still don't think it's enough to tip it into their favor. Um, but that's huge. What he wreaked havoc in the middle of that defense. I mean, and I think that's an understatement. If I could think of a better word, I would. But he's a nuisance in that defense. And him not being in the middle. I know they put some guys like Kavalaskis around there, Carly Vitas from Purdue. They got rid of Frank Clark and all that, but he the second best and second most important player on that team. I'm comfortable feeling that. I'm not gonna argue with you. It's my opinion. It's my opinion. But that's just the way I feel about it. That's the way I feel about it. But yeah, so I mean, shit, it is what it is. I'm one of them guys that that wanna be the team at their absolute best. And then I see Lions fans cheering, "Oh, Jack Smith and Jigba might not be here, or this guy might not be here when we play again, or whatever." Like, you want to beat these guys at their absolute best. Believe me, you want to beat these dudes at their absolute best, because that's gonna make you a better team going forward. The teams that the Chiefs and the Lions are week one, they won't be who they are week 15, week 17, going into the playoffs. If the Lions are fortunate to make it, we know Kansas City gonna be there as long as they're healthy. Um, So yeah, that's something to kind of ponder on. You want to beat these two. Don't want to get out that loser mentality. You want to get out that loser's mentality. You know, you want to get out that loser's mentality, bro. So that's something that you don't want to kind of be in. We need to be in the mentality of, dude, we want that joker to pay. We gonna put them up. We don't care who's starting or who not starting. We want that mentality. That's the mentality we gotta have. So I would love to see him play. I enjoy seeing him play. I think he's the second best defensive tackle, maybe the second best third defensive player in the league, behind Aaron Donald when Aaron Donald's healthy. So that's my opinion on it. But hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comments section. One time for the one time, Goodfella TV. Morrissey Sports Talk. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Peace.